ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
Brewer police have arrested a man for drug furnishing in a drug-free zone. We've got the details. Good afternoon. I'm Susan Farley. Concerned parents and citizens are calling for an update to the Herman school system's policy on which books are and are not allowed in its library. And several businesses in Bar Harbor have filed a lawsuit against the town because of a measure passed by voters last November. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey, Susan. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Here we go. Winter weather advisories up until noon on Thursday for these areas here. Watching for a little bit of a wind shear mix that will be moving in, along with some snow that might make travel a little bit tricky from time to time as well. We also have small craft advisories up until 4 p.m. on Friday because of some winds along the coast that will stir up the ocean yet again. So here we go. We had some rain that moved through early this morning that has now started to get out of here. Maybe still a few sprinkles, but the worst of it now getting out of here. So the rest of the afternoon will feature a mostly cloudy sky, but the sun may try to peek out from time to time. So make sure to keep those sunglasses handy. But for now, we're in a little bit of a dry stretch, but we'll be watching for more moisture moving in from the southwest to the north and east, especially as we head towards late tonight and the parts of tomorrow. The winds will be calm today and maybe a little bit of tonight, but by later on tonight or tomorrow morning, the winds will pick up along the coast as the next system begins to move in, hence why those advisories are in effect along the coast. As for futurecasts, a few breaks in the clouds, but more chances for precipitation later on tonight and parts of tomorrow, with the wind shear mix possible of pretty much everything, some rain, sleet, snow, and freezing rain possible in a few spots. We might catch a little bit of a break as we head towards Thursday. More chances for snow will then develop after that. So later on for today, 40 degrees on the way, some morning rain showers, otherwise mostly cloudy. The north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. And our early forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. An Oakland man is accused of holding up a convenience store in Waterville. 35-year-old Justin Murphy was arrested late Monday and charged with robbery and theft. According to the Morning Sentinel, the Circle K store on Kennedy Memorial Drive was robbed around 1:45 Monday morning. Murphy was taken to the Kennebec County Jail. Brewer police have arrested a man for drug furnishing in a drug-free zone. According to Brewer police, 2 officers spotted 37-year-old Abraham Frederick, who had 2 active warrants for his arrest. The officers approached Frederick on Rhineford Street and told him to stop. Police say that's when Frederick began reaching inside of his pants and allegedly threw packaged drugs onto a roof of the apartment building as the officers approached him. They say he was taken into custody after a brief struggle. The officers used a ladder to retrieve the drugs, which did test positive for fentanyl. The incident occurred directly across from a playground on Brewer Housing Authority property. It was approximately 90 feet from a sign that was posted the area as a drug-free zone, which calls for enhanced penalties for drug trafficking. Frederick is charged with aggravated furnishing drugs, refusing to submit to arrest, and falsifying physical evidence. He was also booked on the 2 outstanding warrants. The trial for a 19-year-old Waterville man accused of alleged ISIS-inspired plans to conduct a violent attack in Chicago has been postponed. Xavier Pelkey was indicted on charges of conspiracy to provide material support to terrorists and possession of unregistered destructive devices. The trial was originally scheduled to begin Tuesday with jury selection, but was postponed after the government provided additional discovery pertaining to the conspiracy to provide material support to terrorist charge. Both the defense and prosecution agreed to the postponement until February 7th to allow time to work with new evidence. We've had some challenging weather lately, and many areas are dealing with flooding. Take a look at this picture from the Fort Fairfield Police Department's Facebook page. According to Chief Matthew Cummings, North Caribou Road remains closed because of floodwaters across the road. He asks that people obey the signs and do not try to cross the waters. Cummings says that the water is starting to recede a bit, but the road is still not passable. Concerned parents and citizens are calling for an update to the Herman school system's policy on which books are and are not allowed into its library. We met with 2 of the parents to discuss what policies they would like to see put in place. Devin Dagnall has the story.
A group of parents in the town of Herman have taken issue with many of the titles in the Herman middle and high school libraries. After a brief overview of the content of the books, the group has now accumulated a list of 83 titles that contain what they call explicit sexual and erotic content.
Unfortunately, it's exposing kids to things that a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old really isn't meant to be reading or watching or listening to.
Danielle Haggerty no longer has any children who attend any of the Herman schools, but she is still in full support of the school's policy being changed. Haggerty says that there needs to be new policies put in place that restrict the sexual content children are exposed to.
That's what we're trying to do, is look at this content just like we would look at TV, would look at the radio, and look at it to see, does this enhance the life of our children? And so far we're finding there are a fair number of books that it does not.
Regina Leonard, a local parent, says that she and other community members think it would be best to remove books from the high school library containing sexual content that would not be suitable for 13 and 14-year-olds at the oldest. However, Leonard says that they don't want to necessarily ban any of the books that are deemed inappropriate under the new policy.
The rating system is based on sexual content within the books. It's not that we're looking at banning any books or a specific genre of books or gender or sexuality. It just is based on sexual content.
We reached out to Micah Grant, the superintendent of schools, and he said he isn't aware of any challenged materials in the schools and that they have not received any challenges to books this year. For ABC 7 and Fox 22, Devin Dagnall.
Several waterfront businesses are challenging their town's limit on the number of cruise ship passengers allowed to disembark. In November, Bar Harbor voters approved a limit of 1,000 incoming passengers per day to the popular tourist destination. The federal lawsuit filed last week contends the limit is draconian and arbitrary and violates the Constitution and maritime law. Town officials expected a lawsuit over the ordinance, which was adopted by town voters who say they are fed up with congestion. Waldo County officially has a new sheriff. A swearing-in ceremony was held Tuesday morning for Sheriff Jason Trundy as well as Chief Deputy Matthew Curtis. During the ceremony, a retirement badge was also presented to former Sheriff Jeffrey Trafton. Family, friends, and fellow law enforcement attended the ceremony. Jason Trundy was elected sheriff by voters back in November. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the Bangor Library plans to make some improvements in an effort to keep staff safe while helping individuals experiencing crisis. We've got the details when we return.
Comfort Shoes and More will make winter easier. Next Grip men's and ladies' boots feature cutting-edge technology to make walkways a breeze. Corkers are made with interchangeable soles to conquer the roughest winter conditions. Navitec with the flip it and clip it spikes make you confident no matter what the conditions are. Bruce McDonald's trained podorthist will make sure the fit is perfect for you. See why thousands of people have trusted Comfort Shoes and More for all of their footwear. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company is going to ask you to sign some papers. Don't do it.
Watch out. You may be entitled to money your insurance company isn't telling you about.
Don't trust that insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on a lot of money. Call the Twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry and Associates watched out for me and got me $400,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
It's time to start planning that new home or garage you've been thinking about. Hammond Lumber Company is here to help, offering complete building packages with everything you need. With several options on their website and thousands of unique plans in their in-house drawing catalog. Hammond will help you make your dreams a reality. Choose your materials from Hammond's extensive showroom displays, and Hammond will deliver your order from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Start planning your new home or garage at Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The Maine legislature is ready to take another crack at approving a $474 million heating assistance package. Lawmakers plan to vote before heading to the Augusta Civic Center tonight for the inauguration of Democratic Governor Janet Mills. The Maine House last month approved the heating aid package, but Senate Republicans insisted on a public hearing that was held 2 weeks ago. The bill calls for $450 checks to be mailed to an estimated 880,000 Maine residents. The Bangor Public Library has been approved to receive $341,000 in American Rescue Plan Act funds. The library plans to make some improvements in an effort to keep staff safe while helping individuals experiencing crisis. A.J. Douglas has the story.
We're a zero barrier space. Anybody can walk through the door, and we never say, like, okay, well, what are you in the library for today?
The director of the Bangor Public Library says the library should be a safe space for everyone. But in recent years, patrons' repeated outbursts and occasional criminal activity must be addressed.
We've had people who have used illegal drugs in the bathrooms, including overdosing in the bathroom.
You know, the library has been a de facto warming shelter for a number of the homeless, and in order to react to that, the library really needs to get the manpower in there to help.
Penobscot County worked in collaboration with the city of Bangor to approve grant funds in a way that would address those issues, which includes hiring trained professionals for certain situations.
The goal is to really have that social worker be able to support people who are in crisis by referring them to some of the many services that are in the area.
The library will hire an additional staff member plus a trained social worker, as well as install additional security cameras to extend reporting and monitoring services. The future social worker employee would hold a 2-year contract.
People love the library. People come to the library for different services, and I think long term, everybody's goal is for the number of people who are homeless in Bangor to be reduced.
The library should receive its ARPA funds by the end of the month, and staff plans to advertise for the social worker position in the coming weeks. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
After world-famous singer Celine Dion revealed in December that she'd been diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, a Steuben woman is sharing her story of what it's like living with a rare neurological condition. Our Matthew Jaroncic has her story.
It's like there was a nail down through my foot, and I was literally, and someone had put a nail through my foot, and I was stuck.
Over a short period of time, Steuben resident Denise Huntington went from enjoying nature with her husband to being transferred to a hospital and not being able to move.
I went into the bedroom to take off my top and change, and all of a sudden I went over by the bed, and he had gone out of the room, and I said, Herb, is my husband's name, I can't move.
According to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, affiliated with the National Institute of Health, stiff person syndrome is a rare neurological disorder that creates stiffness throughout the body, greater sensitivity to noise and emotion, and often leading to muscle spasms. The disorder is so rare that 1 in 1 million people are diagnosed with the disorder. A person diagnosed with stiff person syndrome affects how an individual walks on a day-to-day basis, but that's not the only thing it affects.
It's like all of a sudden I don't know what's happened and my whole body will go into spasms, and my neck will start going like this and that, and I'll start getting a severe headache. The minute that I wake up, what's really hard for me is like, how am I going to get through another day of doing nothing but spinning and in pain and no way to turn.
The road has been a little rocky since her diagnosis, simply because some doctors just don't know much about this disorder.
Don't let anyone tell you what your gut instinct is telling you and your body's telling you. You hold on to that and you fight for yourself.
Matthew Jaroncic, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The South China community has rallied together after learning that a community member is recovering from serious injuries following an accident. Remy Pettengill was transported to Maine Medical Center Friday evening after he and 3 other young people were involved in a car accident. Remy's family updated community members on his condition Tuesday, saying Remy is heavily sedated in an effort to allow his body to rest from a surgery. South China community members are sending well wishes to the Pettengill family.
For us to come together and make it very clear, we're not coming together for mourning or grief. We're coming together in hope. And we're coming together with optimism to put as much of our prayers and positive energies towards Remy's recovery.
The 3 other young people involved in the accident are now back in school. China Middle School and Erskine Academy are working together as gift card drop-off locations to support the Pettengill family while Remy remains in the hospital. To learn more ways to support the family, visit foxbangor.com. After the break, we'll take a look at why doctors say it may be more important than it's ever been to control your blood pressure. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Jim with Lowry & Associates.
Some guy slid across the center line and hit my daughter. Is there any way you can come meet us at the hospital?
I can meet you at the hospital right now.
Lowry & Associates settled my daughter's case for $250,000.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
When the Granite Shop wants to know the weather on MDI, they log on to foxbangor.com. At the Granite Shop in Sedgwick and in Trenton, we have more inventory than all other shops in the state combined. Fastest turnaround, too.
You just came at me screaming. I don't think so. Well, you weren't there. You didn't see the way he was acting. He was acting like a lunatic.
A wrong-way driver in a trailer park.
Tell me what he said to you.
To turn around.
He said he was the park manager.
Right. I inched forward and told him he needs to move out of the way.
Then the wheels really came off.
As a result of that confrontation, he dented the hood of your car. What did you expect him to do?
Move.
Next, Judge Judy.
Wednesday at 5, only on ABC 7.
A new variant of COVID-19 has emerged in the U.S., and according to the CDC, it's spreading quickly across the country. Correspondent Jonathan Siri has more from Atlanta.
The new COVID variants we've been warned about for months are finally emerging, with one quickly becoming dominant. It's called XBB 1.5. The CDC says it now accounts for more than 40% of cases in the U.S. That's up almost 100% from just a week ago. It first emerged in Asia, driving a big spike in cases in the fall. But doctors say there are no indications it's more harmful than earlier versions of Omicron.
They've seen it in Singapore and India before. They've had a lot of infections, but hospitalizations did not go up very much. So we don't think it causes more severe disease.
The troubling trend comes as the U.S. is set to join a growing list of countries implementing COVID screening for travelers flying in from China. Public health officials say it's in response to a massive surge there, prompting a new warning from the Chinese Foreign Ministry.
We are firmly opposed to attempts to manipulate the COVID-19 measures for political purposes and will take countermeasures based on the principle of reciprocity.
And as the country braces for a post post-holiday spike in COVID, flu, and RSV cases, public school students in some cities, including Philadelphia and Boston, are being asked to mask up for the next 10 days, hoping to stop the spread before it becomes a new surge.
I'm just concerned about it because I've heard I know 3 people that already got sick and they're coughing and everything.
The CDC says early data suggests the new COVID vaccine boosters offer strong protection against the new strain. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
Doctors have said it's important to control your blood pressure, but it may be more important now than ever. Here's ABC's M. Nguyen.
A new study finds having high blood pressure puts you at nearly twice the risk of experiencing severe COVID. Researchers at the University of Cambridge reviewed more than 16,000 medical records in the UK for people who caught COVID-19 and had high blood pressure. When comparing the severity of the COVID experienced, the findings showed those with uncontrolled high blood pressure had a more than 90% higher risk of suffering a severe case of COVID. But those with well-controlled high blood pressure did not suffer the same risk. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, nearly half of all adults in the United States have high blood pressure. With the COVID-19 risk still out there, it's best to work with your doctor to get your blood pressure under control. With this Medical Minute, I'm M. Nguyen, ABC News.
January is Firefighter Cancer Awareness Month. According to the Firefighter Cancer Network, cancer is the leading cause of death among first responders since they're exposed to structure fires, wildfires, vehicle fires, and other toxins on the job. Brewer Deputy Fire Chief Eric Turtelot says they are taking steps to limit the exposure to cancer-causing agents for the 19 firefighters on staff.
We provide a second set of turnout gear so they're still in service to go on that next call while their gear is being cleaned. Here in the station, like that yellow hose here, we capture the exhaust from the apparatus, so we're not exposing our folks to the diesel exhaust from the trucks.
Turtelot says cancer screenings are also available to firefighters in their department. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Did you know that an alpaca item is the most wish-listed gift idea? Stop searching for that perfect gift and start shopping for it at the Blue Alpaca in Belfast. It doesn't matter who's on your gift list, the Blue Alpaca has something for everyone with an incredible selection of alpaca socks, hats, sweaters, even stuffed animals, and more. Shop in-store or online and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. Too much to choose from? Don't worry, the Blue Alpaca also offers gift cards. The Blue Alpaca, feel the difference.
This week, it's the Wheel of Indecision.
I don't know. It's a tough call.
No!
So it's either spin or solve. What do you think?
Plus, is Pat put in his place?
Over 5,000. I'm getting you're not. Should I just shut up at this point?
For 1 second.
Yeah. Sorry. Rob was appearing here all week.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
The Irish Heritage Center in Portland is getting millions of dollars for repairs. The building will receive $3 million in federal funds for a full restoration, including masonry, required weatherization, and repairs to the roof. The center was once the St. Dominic's Church. The board chair says donations over the years have helped the center thrive in the nearly 200-year-old building. Part of the work includes repairs after the bell crash from the tower in 2006. The center says Congresswoman Shelley Pingree and Senators Susan Collins and Angus King helped secure the money. The start of January brings in the new year with a call for new blood donations during National Blood Donor Month. If you've been on the fence to donate blood, reconsidering could help save someone's life. The Red Cross says that someone in the U.S. is in need of blood every 2 seconds. People who need blood could have just underwent a surgery or had a major injury. Donating usually takes up to 10 minutes of your time, and you'll only feel a little pinch of pain. Most donation centers even reward donors with snacks after to prevent dizziness. Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, here we go. Winter weather advisories remain in effect until the noon time frame Thursday for that winter mix that will be moving and making roads a little bit slippery from time to time. Here we go with a small crowd advisory that's also up until 4 p.m. on Friday because the gusty winds along the coast that will stir up the ocean yet again. So we had some rain moving through last night early this morning, maybe some snow further off towards the north. That's pretty much gotten out of here now. And now we backed off to just a few sprinkles out there, if not just a mostly cloudy sky. And we'll be watching for these clouds to break up for a little bit, so I could give way to some sunshine. So keep those sunglasses handy. You might need those for a brief time. We're watching this area low pressure located right about in here, tracking off towards the east. This will give us opportunities for that wintry mix again as we head towards tomorrow morning and even late tonight as it moves in our direction. It's a pretty dynamic system across a good part of the country. So futurecast moving forward, again, a few breaks in the clouds from time to time this afternoon. Later this evening, we'll have some snow starting moving with a wintry mix in some areas too. Roads may get slippery from time to time. Some snow lingering in the northern areas, but we may catch a little bit of a break from time to time again as we head towards the day on Thursday. But continuing with most of the snow in the northern parts of the state, but more development for us as we head towards Thursday night or so. So we have about a couple of days or so of snow before it starts to back off soon. So as for the snow, we have a few waves of this to watch out for, mainly as we head towards Thursday and Friday, and maybe a little bit into Saturday as well. But once we get that wave out of here, things will begin to calm down. As for snow accumulations, looks a little bit like this, maybe an inch or two between now and Friday, with more inches further off towards the north. We'll have to keep an eye on this as it does develop. This will be spread out over the next day or so once this wave begins to move in. So for today, 40 degrees, some morning rain showers on the way. Overall, mostly cloudy with that north wind getting up only to about 5 miles per hour. So today, temperature-wise, not too bad. Falling to around 23 degrees tonight, some rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow on the way. The northeast wind starting to gust to 25 miles per hour. That will stir the ocean up. That's why those small craft advisories are in effect. And for tomorrow, here we go, upper 20s on the way. That winter mix will be changing over to snow with some breaks as well. Won't be snowing all the time. The northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour or so. Here we go with your extended forecast. So the snow chances continue for your Friday. Temperatures warming a bit in the lower 30s from that 28 degrees for your Thursday. Then Saturday, slight chance for snow, otherwise mostly cloudy. Highest in the upper 30s. Then here we go for Sunday. This will be a nice day to get outside. It will be mostly sunny, a little bit cooler. Temperatures only making into the mid-20s.
Thank you, Devin. Well, if you don't already have one, you might want to make hydration your New Year's resolution. A new study suggests staying hydrated may slow down aging and decrease the risk of disease. The study analyzed serum sodium data from thousands of people over several years. Higher serum sodium levels can indicate someone is less hydrated. Participants who had higher sodium levels had an increased chance of developing chronic diseases and showing signs of aging than those with lower sodium levels. The study says that more research into the exact link between hydration and aging is needed, but it can't hurt for women to drink the recommended 9 glasses of water a day and 12 glasses for women. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to tell you that you don't need a lawyer.
Call the twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry & Associates watched out for me and got me $275,000.
Whenever Maine Wood Floors wants to know the weather, they log on to foxbangor.com. Whether you're searching to add beauty with a new hardwood floor or need to restore your old one, Maine Wood Floors is your hardwood flooring expert in Mid-Coast Maine.
You're watching ABC 7.